Ecuador has once again been shaken by violence inside its prison system, after a deadly clash between rival gangs left dozens dead and many others injured. The incident, which erupted this week, underscores the country's ongoing struggle to bring order to one of South America's most dangerous and overcrowded penitentiary systems. According to officials, the violence broke out when rival gangs armed with improvised weapons clashed inside the penitentiary. Witnesses reported gunfire, explosions, and scenes of chaos as inmates fought for control of prison wings. Security forces were quickly deployed, but the scale of the unrest made it difficult to restore order immediately. Preliminary reports suggest that dozens of prisoners were killed and scores more wounded. The exact numbers continue to rise as authorities search the prison blocks. Many of the victims were caught in the crossfire of the brutal turf war. Ecuador's prison system has long been plagued by gang rivalries, overcrowding, and weak security controls. In recent years, clashes inside penitentiaries have claimed hundreds of lives, drawing international attention to the scale of the crisis. Much of the violence is fueled by powerful gangs with links to international drug trafficking networks. Prisons in Ecuador have increasingly become battlegrounds where criminal groups fight for dominance, not just inside the walls, but across the entire country. In response to the latest tragedy, the Ecuadorian government has declared a state of emergency in the prison system. Extra military and police forces have been deployed to regain control and prevent further bloodshed. President Daniel Noboa condemned the violence, calling it a national tragedy, and vowing to reform the prison system. Authorities are also investigating how weapons and explosives were smuggled into the facility, raising serious questions about corruption and security failures within the penal system. The deadly clash has sparked outrage across Ecuador. Families of inmates gathered outside the prison demanding answers, while human rights groups have urged the government to address the humanitarian crisis unfolding inside the country's jails. On social media, Ecuadorians expressed shock and frustration, with many calling for urgent reforms and tougher measures against organized crime. Ecuador's prison crisis reflects the country's broader struggle with rising violence linked to the drug trade. Once considered relatively safe compared to its neighbors, Ecuador has seen a sharp increase in gang activity, assassinations, and violent crime in recent years. The prison massacre is a grim reminder of the scale of the challenge. Without tackling corruption, overcrowding, and gang control, Ecuador's penitentiaries will remain flashpoints of deadly conflict. The latest Ecuador prison clash is more than just a tragic headline, it is a stark warning of a deeper national crisis. As the government pledges reforms and emergency measures, the world is watching to see if Ecuador can bring peace and security to its prisons, or whether the cycle of violence will continue to spiral out of control. ChatGPT can make Mr.